Hi, welcome to Caregiver Connection. I'm Jill. I'm a former occupational therapy assistant and a teacher, and currently I am working with a stroke survivor. And today I just want to show you a few of the games and the activities that we do together. I'm in my car right now, so it's going to be very rough, but I happen to have these things with me. So stay tuned and take a look. And I hope to bring you more content, more things that you can do with if you are living with a loved one who suffers from dementia, or if you have a client who has had a stroke and has cognitive issues, then these might work for you. Stay tuned. Thanks. So I happen to have this book from my teaching days. I was all over the place in school, elementary, high school. I worked in the special ed department, and I kept this book, and I'm glad I did, because you're simply looking at two pictures and you are trying to identify what's different. And the class that I was working with just loved this, and it applies to everyone. This is something you could do with your loved one and see if they can identify what is different. So some of these are easier than others. You'll see some of these are simpler pictures, and they do have the answers in the back. You can see the answer key here, things are circled. So books like this, if you want to do it daily, see how many they can find. You can discover scanning issues by using this. Just interesting to see what their abilities are. Again, this is called What's Different? Teacher created resources here. But there are many books like this, I'm sure, on Amazon. So that's the first one. Second one, word ladders. This is another fun one that I used with my class. This happens to be for second and third grades, but it can apply to adults as well. You are just starting with a word, and then you are using that word, changing letters to make entirely different words. So it gives you a clue. So I haven't used this too often, but I think it would be a fun game, something new to challenge my client, because he does have cognitive issues and he enjoys games like this. So again, it's called Word Ladders, and it will just tell you, a flower with thorns, rearrange the letters. It'll give you the hints, tell you what to do with the letters, gives you the amount of letters, shows you here with these spaces. In the back, you have the answers. Always nice. So there's another idea for you. I think that would be good for kids and adults. Just a good cognitive challenge. Daily word ladders by Scholastic. Yeah, it doesn't take long, but that's a good one. Here's another fun one. If you have chips like this, like bingo board chips, if you have a board with 100 squares, which comes in this book, and you can copy it. So if you give the person this, and then each game is a little bit different. The easiest ones, you're gonna be looking at this book, and you're gonna ask them to place one marker on the hundreds board for each clue given. So tell them to put a mark on 56. So they find 56 and they cover it up. So very simple questions. In the end, this is what the pattern should look like, so they can see if they were able to make that. Moving back into this book, things get harder. A square with 2 units on each side. So some of these might be tricky. A pound in ounces or 35 ounces. So it gets harder. It's asking which is greater. But you can see the different kinds of questions here. Story problems. If Mary bought 3 apples and an orange, how many pieces of fruit does she have? And then the answers they would put on their board. So I haven't tried this with my client, but I used this in a classroom and it worked wonders. The kids loved it. So another good mind exercise, a good cognitive stimulation exercise for any age. So again, this is called Hundreds Board Activities. You can see it here for ages or grades 2 to 6, which is appropriate for adults too. So that's another dandy. And then I'll share one more. This can be fun and this can be very frustrating. I did use this with my client that I currently have. He's a stroke survivor and he enjoys looking at these pictures. So some people are able to discover these quickly. I am not one of those people. It takes me a long time. So you're looking at this picture, and it probably won't happen in video, but it does tell you how, it gives you tips on how to see it. If you focus on this picture and relax your vision, you'll start to see an object come out in 3D, and you'll be able to see this picture. So I don't know if you've ever experienced anything like that, but it does give you clues. And in the back, I do believe, are the answers, or how each one should look. Yes. So you do have a cheat sheet back here. But again, this could be very frustrating. If your client or loved one has vision problems, don't do it. But if they enjoy puzzles and games and you need to practice focusing their attention, maybe this will be fun. So today I just wanted to give you a few games, a few ideas. It's just good to have some tools on hand. Try to keep your loved one stimulated. TV's okay, but you know what? There's so many more things you can do. Just engage in conversation, take them out of the house, do things. So I'm Jill, and I hope that you picked up a tip or two today. Please, please, please subscribe and like this video. I do appreciate it very much. I want to bring you content every week. I'm working on that. Thank you for flexibility. I'm new to making these videos, but I feel like I have some information that's valuable. So thank you so much, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.